are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 28-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game, because a rookie quarterback getting the start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Genty. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game.
First down. First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. Yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of
22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Set. Yellow, 22.
A run straight ahead with Jeanty. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to pull those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Jeanty going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split set. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Full connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination, as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 38 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Okay, right.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. From the gun, Bigsby. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Raiders, first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 18.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Tucker, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7.
21, Chiefs 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Number 87, Travis Kelce. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out at a half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and very long.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Now Remigio. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I have. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He'll get this out to Genty. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they probably would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3. And I think
a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll go again with Genti. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This is third and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. For the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Mahomes.
Kansas City.
He'll check this one down at the Checo.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And now here come the Raiders. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and 2. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So they'd gotten the third down conversion, but the illegal block in the back means they'll have to try it all over again.
Yeah, those are the ones that can be really tough to bounce back from, Brandon. Such a poorly timed penalty.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mahomes to throw once more. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 3 on the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Pacheco is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
They didn't get the push they needed. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
For a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll take it across the 50 into the Chief territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again to the fullback on the dive. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He hits Mooney going across the middle. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. There's Mooney with another catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 2nd down and a yard. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start. Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's complete to Mooney.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picked breaks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament as they